Flavia Colgan, coming to you from Rittenhouse Square and part of a series sponsored by monkeyreader.com, where we talk to kids about their favorite books and why they love to read. As in everything monkeyreader.com does, we hope and aspire to encourage more people to read, to remind them of the love and joy of reading and why it's so important to advocate for children and start reading young. Today is an especially perfect installment of this series because we're interviewing Timmy Kelly, who I'm sure many of you know. He is a Philadelphia star who's been seen on the Today Show, CBS Early Show, has sang at Eagle Stadiums. But before all that, Timmy Kelly was just a kid who enjoyed reading and listening to his parents read to him, and now has even started reading in Braille books and a special computer that looks really fancy. So in any case, I'm really excited to share this time with Timmy Kelly, and I'm feeling a little starstruck myself, so I hope you guys enjoy. So Timmy, have you always loved books and reading?
Yes, I have. I loved it ever since I could read, and I still love reading to this day. It gives you a sense of empowerment, and it helps you expand your vocabulary and just like enters you into a whole nother world.
Yeah. When did you start reading? Did your parents read to you when you were a little kid?
Yes, they did. My parents started reading me when I was a little kid, about 3 or 4. And actually, you know what? To this day, they still read to me, and that is just so important. It's great times that you can spend with your parents, that they can read to you, and it's a lot of fun, and I still love it to this day.
And now you said that you read, but for some kids, they might not understand how, since you're blind, right?
Yes.
And they would say, well, how can you read if you can't see?
Well, this special device, this is called a Braille Note. It's a Braille computer, and basically, I'll open it up for you. You turn this on. This is the switch, the on and off switch, and it's called refreshable Braille. So as I advance this button, which is called the thumb key of the Braille display, a new line of Braille comes up. So this is just to give you an example, like the menu options. This is the word processor, this is the planner, and this is how it works as I go through reading materials. One line of Braille will come up. When I'm reading something, just want to go to the next line, just press this button and up pops the Braille. It's an incredible machine. That's how I read today.
Plus, you can also have people read to you, which I love because I find it so relaxing. I don't have to do quite as much work.
Yes, I know. It is so relaxing. I love when my parents read to me. They describe the pictures on the page. And it just really like empowers my mind and brings me into a whole other world. It's truly empowering and incredible.
Oh, that's amazing. I think it's great that you used to read with your parents when you were little, and even to this day that you guys still get to share reading time. But monkeyreader.com gets lots of emails from parents saying, gosh, help us, we would love to read to our kids, but our kids don't want us to read to them. So what did your parents do that was special, that helped you really get into the mood of reading?
One of the things my parents did to get me excited about reading was that they knew stuff that I liked. They knew the material that I was interested in, and then they were able to get me books relating to that. For Sesame Street, they were able to get me books about Sesame Street. Later in life, mystery novels. They knew I liked mystery novels, so they got me mystery books. It was all the things that I liked, and that really gave me a lot of reasons to read, to learn more about those things.
So what would you say some of your favorite books are now?
Well, now, The Great Gatsby, love that book, and also To Kill a Mockingbird.
What's To Kill a Mockingbird about? It's been a while since I read that one.
To Kill a Mockingbird is about two people, two kids, Gem and Scout, and it's basically about like them growing up and how like different people influence their lives and about their town. And it talks about like racism and things like that. It's really a great book, and I highly recommend it. It's certainly a page turner.
Nice. What do you like about The Great Gatsby?
I like the mysteriousness of it, like when Tom was seeing Daisy, and sort of that whole thing, that whole like mysteriousness of Gatsby, and like no one really knew who he was. The intrigue of that, I just like the intrigue of that, and it's a really cool book.
I also think it's cool, like in the movie theater, sometimes movies come out about books, and when you've read the book, then you like already know what's going to happen. So if you're going with someone else, you kind of have a leg up.
Right. I know, I love that too. I saw a movie like in 10th grade from like the 1970s, something like that. And it was pretty interesting. There were certain things that were in the movie that weren't in the book, and vice versa. But it's pretty interesting when like actors and actresses bring it to life too.
How important do you think it is for kids to read?
Reading is very important because it gives you a sense of empowerment. It enhances your vocabulary. It makes you feel smarter, brighter, and better. It also makes you feel like everybody else. Since I'm blind and I have a disability, reading was a way for me to sort of feel like everybody else. Everybody else can read, and I can too, and so it just makes me feel like just like any other normal person.
What would you say to kids that are maybe just a little scared to get started, or they want to just play video games, or they can't decide, you know, maybe there's not a book that they can relate to? What would you say to them?
I would say go for it. Don't be afraid of reading. Reading is your friend, and you will learn a lot through reading that you wouldn't learn through video games or anything, or watching TV. You can always watch TV, and you can always do video games, but it's not always you get the time to read, so take advantage of it while you can.
Really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.